Okay, today I'm going to show you how to use a strategy called box ideas and bullet ideas. It's a way to figure out if a detail is a supporting detail or if it's a big idea and it should be the main idea, which is what the article is trying to teach you. So I've already read the article one time, so I have the general idea of it in my brain. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to highlight important details that are going to help me figure out what is going to be the big box idea. What's the main idea of the whole article? Also, what are going to be the big supporting details that hold up that main idea? So here's the article that I already read. Hispanic students have mixed feelings about Heritage Month. And I know right now that the topic of the whole article is Heritage Month. So I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to, oh, I forgot I can't annotate up here. So down here, I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to highlight it in red. And since I can write something, I'm going to write this is the topic. It's 2 words, short and sweet. The whole article is about actually, I want to change it to Hispanic Heritage Month, specifically. Topic. Okay, now I'm going to read and highlight as I go. Hispanic Heritage Month starts on September 15th. Hispanic students gather to talk about it. They go to school in East San Jose, California. Do you know what Hispanic Heritage Month is? The students were asked. No, they said. Hispanic Heritage Month is meant to celebrate Hispanic Americans. I think this is probably important. September 15th is the Independence Day of several Spanish-speaking countries. And that's probably why they're celebrating it, so I'm going to highlight it too. They are Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. On September 16th, Mexico celebrates its independence. On September 18th, Chile celebrates its independence. Michelle Ortega is a sophomore. She said that Hispanic Heritage Month sounded like something for people whose parents are from Latin America. She thought it was not for her. So now I'm thinking it sounds like there's confusion around Hispanic Heritage Month, and that might be what the main idea is. So I'm going to set up my notebook first because I might change this as I go. So here's my notebook. I'm going to write my topic at the top, which is Hispanic Heritage Month. I'm going to do this so I know, and Miss Coles, when I look at your notebooks, that I know this is the topic. And it's short, 1, 2, this one has to be 3 words because it's specifically Hispanic Heritage Month. And now this is where the box ideas and bullets come into place. So I'm going to make one big box here up at the top. This is where my main idea will go. Again, you can modify this if you want it to look a little bit different. The main part is that up here, the most important part is your main idea, and then bullets are going to be down here. So these are all going to be supporting details. And they all have to match this. So I can put my first bullet here, but I don't have it yet. But I might even start writing my main idea. It sounds like people are confused about what Hispanic Heritage Month even means. So I might write, there is confusion about what Hispanic Heritage Month is and who celebrates it. And I got that from that last sentence. So, and I'm going to put here for a reminder, a main idea is a sentence. This is for myself. And then a topic is 1, 2, 3 words. Short and sweet, so I remember. Topic, 1, 2, 3 words. Sentence for main idea. Supporting details are usually about a sentence too, each detail. Okay, so I have a working main idea, but I'm not sure yet if that's the right main idea. So I've read the first paragraph, I'm going to keep going. What is Hispanic culture? Okay, now it sounds like they're going to explain what it means to be Hispanic. So there's confusion about what Hispanic Heritage Month is and who celebrates. Okay, I might go back and change that. Hispanics are similar in some ways. They are different in other ways. They come from 20 different Spanish-speaking countries. Some are born in the United States and learn Spanish as their first language. Some learn English and Spanish at the same time. There is no single history of Hispanics coming to the United States. Each story is different. Also, each country has its own culture and traditions. Including all of these in Hispanic Heritage Month is hard. Day of the Dead is an example. Several countries have the holiday. However, each country celebrates it differently. I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but I'm going to try. Zulema Ponce is from El Salvador. She says Day of the Dead is not celebrated there, like it is in Mexico. It's more sad. It's not as colorful. People visit cemeteries instead of having parties. So here it's all the differences of Hispanic culture. So I'm going to highlight some of the differences and some of the similarities. So Hispanics come from 20 different Spanish-speaking countries. Some are born in the United States and learn Spanish as their first language. Some learn English and Spanish at the same time. Okay, so they learn languages differently. There's no single history of Hispanics coming to the United States. Each story is different. Okay, each country has its own culture and traditions. Okay, so 20 different Spanish-speaking countries with 20 different cultures and traditions. Okay, and then here they use a specific example of Day of the Dead. So in El Salvador, Day of the Dead is sad. I might highlight this so I remember that. And then in Mexico, it's more of a party. Okay, so the main idea, I'm going to go back. There is confusion about what Hispanic Heritage Month is and who celebrates it. So I'm going to start to change this. So it sounds like Hispanic Heritage Month is a complex holiday. Hispanic Heritage Month includes I like the word complex because it means it's like big and robust and kind of complicated. So Hispanic Heritage Month is a complex holiday because the Hispanic culture has many similarities and differences. Okay, now I'm not adding to my details just yet because I don't feel confident about my main idea. So I'm going to keep reading. I have highlighted ideas that will help me and I can just add those later. So Mexico gets the most attention. Many people focus on Mexico during Hispanic Heritage Month. Mexico's nearby. The United States has a history with Mexico that goes back many years. Many Hispanics in the United States come from Mexican families. Not all of them do, though. Okay, and here's a map that says where people are coming. Oh, the Spanish is the official language. Interesting. The words Hispanic and Latino can be confusing. Hispanic means Spanish-speaking people, okay, I'm going to highlight this, from Spain and most of Central and South America, except for a few places. Okay. Brazil is in South America. In Brazil, Portuguese is spoken, not Spanish. Latino means people from countries in Latin America. Okay, Latin America is the countries in Central America and South America. Latin America includes Brazil, even though Spanish is not spoken there. Okay. The word Latino refers to people who live in the United States. It does not include everyone in the U.S. who speaks Spanish, though. It does not include people from Spain. The students do not call themselves Latino or Hispanic. Okay. I'm going to highlight that too. And I feel like I didn't highlight something up here. No. Okay. In fact, the words were not created by Spanish speakers or people from Latin America. And just for a note, I'm reading this slow because I'm making sure I understand every sentence. If I don't, I always go back and check to make sure I get it. So both of the words were created for the U.S. Census. The census, I didn't know that. Interesting. The census is a count of the population. It takes place every 10 years. In 1976, a law was passed. The law created Hispanic and Latino. People thought this would make it easier for the census to collect information. Okay, now that I'm done with that paragraph, I'm going to go back to my main idea. Hispanic Heritage Month is a complex holiday because the Hispanic culture has many similarities and differences. Well, in this paragraph, they talked about the difference between being Hispanic and being Latino. So I think that has to do with it being complex. And I can use some of these details to go with that main idea. So here's my last paragraph, a language in common. So I'm guessing this is going to be another similarity, but we'll see. The Spanish language is one thing Hispanics share. Different places speak differently though. Cesar Lopez talks about making his journey to the United States. He's from Honduras. He had to stop talking with an accent and use Mexican words while in Mexico. In the U.S., people often think he's Mexican. Some people think, okay, that's, different places speak differently though. I'll highlight that. And then this is his story. Even in Mexico, Spanish is not the only language. 10th grader Abraham Espina is from Mexico. He pointed out that there are indigenous people in Mexico. Many of them do not speak Spanish. Indigenous people lived in Central and South America before Spanish colonizers came. Oh. Okay. Languages and traditions can be very different. Oh, so this is going to sum up the whole article, it sounds like. Does anything unite Hispanics and Latinos in the United States? That goes almost exactly with my main idea. Michelle believes that Latinos have something in common. They share values like hard work, education, and better opportunities. These are some of the reasons people come to the United States, she says. Michelle wants to give back to her community by becoming a lawyer. Okay, so I'm going to go back. So Hispanic Heritage Month is a complex holiday because the Hispanic culture has many similarities and differences. I think that's exactly what the whole article is about. So now I just need to go back and add 3 or 4 supporting details that go specifically with that. And they need to be exactly from the text. Okay, Hispanics are similar in some ways, they are different in other ways. They come from 20 different Spanish-speaking countries. I think I might put this whole thing as one supporting detail. So, Hispanics are similar in some ways. They are different in other ways. They come from 20 different Spanish-speaking countries. Hispanics are similar in some ways and different. They come from 20 different, that's not how you spell different, different countries. Okay, and that talks about how they're complex and they have similarities and differences. Okay, I have one supporting detail. So now I want another bullet idea. 3 or 4 is always a good number. So I got one from that paragraph. I want to get one from here. Mexico gets the most attention. Okay. Hispanic means Spanish speaking from Spain. Latino means people from countries in Latin America. Does that include? So this is talking about the difference between Hispanics and Latinos. Hispanic means Spanish-speaking people from Spain and most of Central and South America. Latino means people from countries in Latin America. This is tricky. Okay, I might write just with this. Hispanic means Spanish-speaking people from Spain and most of Central and South America. Speaking people from Spain and most of Central and South America. Because we're talking specifically about Hispanic Heritage Month, and this also these are many different countries, which goes with it being complex and having similarities and differences. Okay, that's that section. The language in common. Different places speak differently, though. Okay, so Spanish language is one thing Hispanics share. Different places speak differently. Hispanics share the Spanish language, but different places speak differently. Okay, because that's a similarity and a difference. So now I have 3, but to be thorough, oh yeah, that's the last section. There was one other thing up here about them sharing, having different, oh yeah, each country has its own culture and traditions. Oh, I should have put that underneath this one. Oh well, I'll still include it. Each, I only want to skip one line. Each culture, each country has its own culture and traditions. Okay, I feel good. I've got 3 supporting details. They all match my main idea. My main idea is one sentence, and it goes with the whole article. And I also have my topic, Hispanic Heritage Month, 1, 2, or 3 words, short. That's going to be it.